Hey guys, it's Nick Stubbs here from Attrell Toyota here in the Brampton Auto Mall, and for some of you who might remember me, I used to take these videos and now I am back to do it again. So here is some of the latest and greatest that Toyota has to offer, and starting with a really awesome all-new truck for the 2024 model year, the 2024 Toyota Tacoma. This is the first one that is dropped at our location here in Brampton. This is a SR5 trim model, so it's a base model package, but as you can see, you get quite a bit in the base model package. This is a beautiful new color from Toyota called Underground. It's one of our darker gray colors. So for those of you who like the dark charcoal grays, this is definitely going to be something that you enjoy. As we move forward, you'll see you got all kinds of different features here with this Tacoma. Like I said before, it is our base model, but as you can see, there's all kinds of new features. Starting with the front here, we take you right to the front of the grille here. You'll see that Toyota has really done a great job of changing this thing up right from the ground up. As you can see just through the grille, I know it's a little bit dirty. We literally just got it in. You can see our radar system that sits right here inside, just inside the grille. As we pan out a little bit, you'll be able to see more of that truck as we come around the corner. So you can look here that even on the base model, you're getting the alloys just as we started with Toyota, with the previous generation of the Tacoma. That carries over. Personally, I believe that these are really, really sharp looking wheels. And for a lot of Tacoma owners, you're gonna look at some aftermarket ones through Toyota's accessories anyway, so it's a really cool option. But these would look really, really good even if you keep them or if you put them on your winters. As we come alongside the vehicle here, you're going to see the shape of the cab has kind of changed a little bit. You got a bit of a slope here at the top that Toyota has added as well. I think that's a really nice touch. Just makes the truck look a little bit sportier, a little more linear, and just brings things all out for you to enjoy. As we come around the side, you're going to see one of the biggest changes that Toyota has brought this year. It is coil springs all the way through. No more leafs here in Canada, which is really, really cool. That promises a nicer ride for this vehicle while also keeping the tried and true dependability that Tacoma customers have come to know from this truck. As we come around the back, we'll just pan into the back here. You got some in-bed lighting, some cargo tie downs, as well as box rails on the inside with clips. For those of you who really want to tie stuff down. Ooh, got a bit of an open tailgate there. But as you can see, lots of space. This is a 6.5 foot bed, so you got all kinds of space for doing whatever it is you may need to do with your Tacoma. It does not have a spray and bed liner, but it does have a pretty rough interior to help you out to work alongside those of you who may be needing to haul a lot more stuff as opposed to others, and even for those of you who just want to put your hockey equipment in the back. And as we come around the side, you'll just see the full scope of what we're working with here with the Tacoma. Full 360 degrees on the outside. Really, Toyota has done an amazing job of styling these trucks to be a little bit more aggressive. Now, a lot of you maybe have seen the TRD Pro version of this or the Trail Hunter version of this, but it's always good to see the base model and what it looks like, because that's a great indication of how far the styling has come, and I think they've really done a great job with this SR5 edition here. So let's take a look on the inside and see what other goodies this truck has to offer. All right, guys, let's take a look at the back of this truck first and foremost when we're looking at the interior. As you can see, Tacomas have not really been known in the past for being exactly very spacious. But as you can see here, it looks a little bit tight in the back, but I can assure you that Toyota's done a really good job of improving the leg room and the space in the back. I myself am about 6 feet tall, pretty big guy, and I have found that it's actually not that hard, one, to get in the back, but also two, to make yourself comfortable either. Now, before I get in and show you all that, I want to show you some of the new features that Toyota's had. Traditionally in the back, in the past, we used to have all of these seats would come down. So that there would be a fold in the back. The seats would fold all the way down. You would have a nice hardened layer on the back here to protect, and this is where you would store your tools, your camping gear, your hockey equipment, whatever you may be. But Toyota's made a change. This year they've offered to you to be able to have storage in the back, but instead of having the seats fold down for cargo space, instead the seats actually fold up. Now, there's all kinds of space down here in the bottom, which is very, very handy for those of you, like I said, you might be a contractor using this, or you might just be someone who's using it on the weekend. There's all kinds of space for you to use, but it's really, really handy. A lot of truck owners are really enjoying having the seats fold up, and the Tundra has also gone down this path as well. So it's really nice to see that the seats fold up and give you a little bit of extra space. Now, what's cool too is Toyota has also added this little strap here, which connects just into this corner piece. Nice and simple, just to hold that seat in place. But as you could see before, it was holding itself pretty much in place. But there's just a little added support there, just in case you might have a dog back here or someone who's moving around a little bit. It just wants to make sure that you can secure your seat where it needs to be. So as a whole, a lot of space in the back here. I'm actually really, really impressed with all that Toyota has offered for truck owners. I personally owned a previous generation Tacoma, and one of my only complaints was how the back seat was configured. So this is really, really cool to see. Now, as I jump in, I'm going to do this for the first time. Very simple, very easy. What a comfortable back seat. Actually, as I can see right here, like I said, I'm about 6 feet tall. That is a lot of space. I just moved the front seat up to where I was comfortable in it, and there's all kinds of space in the back here. Now, I will say to you, in all honesty, as I look at it from the outside, it doesn't look all that spacious, but once you get in, it's actually quite surprising how much headroom you have, how much legroom you have. Now, I will say, you don't want to have 3 of me in here, but 2 of us quite easily could enjoy a pretty decent long road trip or camping trip in the back of this truck. It's very, very spacious. You don't feel kind of claustrophobic or car sick. It's actually really well laid out, and I'm very impressed with what our Toyota engineers have accomplished here. Now, in the back, you'll see you do have a more old school charging station right here for you to be able to plug in some devices, whatever they may be. You've got some cup holders. My wife is a huge fan of cup holders, and so you got some in the doors as well as in the back. So really, all in all, a lot of space. And one of the things I really will highlight with Toyota, what they've done in a lot of the vehicles, the RAV4 has this, the Corolla Cross has this, a lot of our vehicles are now getting it, is a curved back seat, which is very, very handy. It's great design by Toyota, as it gives just a few inches more of legroom for the person in the back, which is absolutely a necessity when you're talking about trucks. So as we look into the front, I'll give you just a little bit of a preview of what you're going to see. Very, very nice front seat with all kinds of different infotainment options, and we'll discuss those in just a minute. All right, guys, let's check out the front of this all-new Tacoma. One of the cool features that Toyota has employed for the last little bit is our smart key system. And the Toyota Tacoma is going to be getting its standard, even right here in the SR5 edition. So as you can see, you'll have the key in your hand as I fumble for it. You have the key here, which is your smart key fob. And one of the cool things you can do is you can lock this truck by just pressing on the front here, or you can actually unlock it as well and get into your vehicle. So the cool part is I had the key out, but you can actually keep it in your pocket. So for contractors and the like, it's kind of handy to not actually have to fumble around for keys all the time. It can be very handy just to be able to lock that key away in your pocket and not have to think about it again. Now, first impressions of the interior of the Tacoma. Yes, a little bit dirty. We had just got it today, but that's what trucks are for. All kinds of wonderful little trim features in here. As we said before, this is an all new Tacoma truck. So from the ground up, Toyota has changed pretty much everything inside this vehicle. So as we look over here, you got all kinds of spaces for switches, aftermarket switches, for lights, or for whatever you may want to add on there. We know that in the future you're going to have quite an extensive accessories collection for the Tacoma, as it's a very much a cult classic vehicle. But as you can see, you got your automatic high beams, your traction control, and a couple of other different lights, light features as well. As we hop in here, as I mentioned before, it's actually a little bit easier to get in the back as it was than getting in the front. But this truck is very, very spacious. Now, a lot of you may not say, you know, how spacious can it be, Nick? It's a small truck. But in all honesty, for a midsize, Toyota has done a really, really good job of spacing everything out accordingly in a way that actually meets the needs of truck owners. As I mentioned before, I had a previous generation Tacoma, and I can say this is definitely an upgrade for the interior. Very, very nice features. Everything looks rugged. Everything looks very well made. Nothing looks cheap. Nothing is falling apart. Everything is very well put together and situated. And so all I can say as a truck owner, previous truck owner myself, this is a very, very well made vehicle. And I definitely feel like I'm in a truck that is ready to do some work. Now, as we start the truck up, one of the things you can kind of hear, maybe not hear as much, is that the engine's a little bit quieter now. This is an all-new engine for the Toyota Tacoma, a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. It's a turbo engine, and so it has all kinds of power when we bring it to life. It's a wonderful platform. What I have found in the couple of minutes that I've been able to take it out for a drive is that there's a lot of power, surprisingly so from a 4-cylinder. One might think that it might be underpowered, but in all honesty, Toyota has kept very similar numbers in their horsepower and torque, which is wonderful. All of those details will be there in the description for you to read and go over. But the coolest thing I find about this engine is that Toyota does a very good job of not just essentially putting a random engine into a truck. They take a lot of time for R&D and to make sure that that platform is going to work, and so you can rest easy knowing that this truck is going to have an ability to perform for you. So as you can see, you get a 7-inch multi-information display right off the hop, which is really cool. It's all digital. Really nice feature for the Tacoma, as in previous years you got a lot of analog systems, but now Toyota's really coming into 21st century, and it gives you, as you can see, just a little bit of an idea of what you have to show off in terms of features here. Very handy. As I zoom out a little bit here, you'll be able to see like this steering wheel, very almost retro-esque of the Toyotas of yesteryear. Wonderful setup. You've got all kinds of different infotainment buttons, as well as some that run your Toyota Safety Sense systems, which is very handy, in your cruise control. So all in all, very user-friendly, very easy to distinguish. Now, as we move over here, you're going to see you got an 8-inch touchscreen that comes standard with this truck. You can go up to a 14-inch touchscreen, which is almost crazy to think that you would have something that big in this kind of space. But in all honesty, it's a very intuitive system. I can't wait to see one in person here at our lot. But as we go in here and kind of go through our setups, you can see that this truck will come with Remote Connect, Safety Connect, and Service Connect, which is an awesome feature, as well as standard wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is super handy. Even a base model Tacoma now has navigation in a sense, which is very handy. If you're going off the beaten path and you want to make sure that you have data-driven navigation, that is going to be something that is accessible even in the base model of the Tacoma. So as we look around here, I'm going to zoom out for you just a little bit. You can see all the new knobs and all the features. Everything is set up very almost utilitarian, which is beautiful. You have your temperature control, you have your fan control, you got heated seats that in the front here that are going to be 3-way adjustable, which is wonderful. And as you can see, you got your different modes, your air conditioning, and everything is very utilitarian, just as truck buyers love. Very easy to use. Now, as Tacoma has heard, Toyota has heard from its Tacoma buyers in the past, you can see you got even more spaces for switches. So for those of you who want to put a light bar on this truck or any kind of other aftermarket winches or anything, you have buttons all ready for you. As you can see, we're in Canada, so you do have your 4-wheel drive system as well. You got 4 low, 4 high, as well as 2 high, what we call the part-time 4-wheel drive system, which is wonderful. You also have your power switches as well as your tow haul button also. So as you can see, the truck is made to tow. It's made to run the numbers that Tacoma has been known for, about 6,500 to tow, 6,500 pounds that can be towed. And so it's really not just a truck for camping, but also for doing work as well. As we go over here, you're going to see you actually have some nice upgrades for Tacoma, which is wonderful. You have your brake hold as well as your electronic parking brake. So for this 2024 model year and moving forward, we are doing away with the manual handbrake. That's something that I'm interested to see in the comments if people enjoy or not. You also have some USB-C plugins over here on this side, as well as the option to lay your phone here as well. Just it's ergonomically designed so that you won't have it moving around so much. And also, so people won't be moving around so much, you get a firm grab handle here, which I actually really enjoy. I think it's wonderful for family members and for passengers who are going with you, and it's just a sign that we know Tacoma is going to be taken off the beaten path. And so you can see there's some firm grab handles in all the corners here, just in case you want to have a little extra fun with your Tacoma. Also, tons of storage space, and I'd like to think even just a little bit of a nod to maybe some other passengers who might want to have a bag hung there or a purse. Very, very nice touches added by Toyota. So all in all, guys, you're looking at a really, really nice truck through and through. It is a comfortable ride. You got a lot more power, and really, in all honesty, Toyota has done an incredible job of taking the Tacoma from yesteryear and bringing it into the 21st century, while also maintaining what's made it so popular along the way, which is dependability, reliability, and really listening to you guys, the Tacoma family and the Toyota owners, who make us so proud to drive our products, but also who drive us to be the absolute best that we can be. All right, so till next time, this is our 2024 Tacoma. Keep your eye out as we're going to start having more newer vehicles coming out, like other Tacoma trims, as well as Land Cruiser is going to be coming out, and the Crown Signia shortly. So it'd be wonderful for you guys to tune in. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay notified, getting ready for more Tacoma as well as other Toyota content coming up. Have a wonderful day, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.